been friends for almost 10 years. We're with each other all the time, whether we're working or just being crazy. We love being together. It's got to the point where we're not just friends, we're like family.
We laugh, we love, we cry, we laugh some more. As we go through the ups and downs, no matter where life's roller coaster takes us, we know we'll get through it together.
And along the way, we've met some amazing people.
Shawna!
Kiely met Shawna through an ex.
Yeah, and at first she hated me.
Well, she thought you were loud and obnoxious.
I am.
Anyway, Shawna is a good time girl who loves fashion and is always there whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a wingman at the club.
Which is where Joey comes in. Shawna introduced us to Mr. JRyan a few years back. He's got his hands into every aspect of the LA scene.
Promoter, publicist, and self-proclaimed socialite, Joey is all about being seen and making that money.
Gucci! The baby of the group is Asia.
This little dancer from the valley is young, full of life, and brings a positive light to
everything.
I know, right?
God, yes.
But she's our little sunshine, and we love it.
Each week, the five of us meet for dinner to talk life, love, and everything in between.
We don't always agree.
Nope, no we do not.
But we always tell the truth.
This is Dinner with Friends.
Dinner with Friends!
Dinner with Friends!
Okay, you guys, so I was talking to a friend yesterday, and she is so completely over dating guys her own age. Whether they've been divorced, whether they have kids, everything. She is so for it. What do you think?
You can't go further than 6 years. When you reach a certain age, say you're 26 and the person's 32.
Good addition skills.
Okay.
Elementary math.
No,
Good.
but seriously, I want somebody that is not going to be wrinkly when I'm nice and smooth. How about that?
I love that. I love that.
Honestly, I prefer older men. It's a whole different situation. The stability is there, but it depends on what kind of relationship you're trying to be in.
I have a question I've actually wanted to ask you for a very long time, Shawna.
What?
How old have you gone?
60s?
That's old, dude. That's, I mean, like, I'm drinking to that.
It's stability, yes, but it's a level of maturity. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? It's
I
just,
believe that you can
also-
fall in love.
It's also sort of a daddy thing.
I was going to bring that up.
There's also like
a little bit of a daddy
element
issue.
Well,
to dating. Yeah,
I had no
there's-
daddy around when I was growing up.
When you say he's like wise and he knows more and he's like older and more mature, blah 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 blah.
yeah, teach
teaching
some
you.
things.
There is sort of
Thank you.
element of daddiness to that. I'm sorry.
Well, whatever
That's
it is,
weird.
I like it.
Anybody that's dating anybody older knows what they're in it for.
No,
the moolah.
that's bullshit.
At the
No,
end
well,
of the
obviously
day.
you don't like older men. You just want them for their money. That's what you're saying.
I know that you've kind of gone back and forth. Which ones do you prefer? Older gap, younger gap.
Let me tell you, I'm into a youngin. They just attract me. It's just the thing that sucks is they don't have cars, jobs, and that's when you have to. It's like I'd rather be with the young one,
Live at home
but
with their
I'm gonna
moms.
date the older one.
I can't say that I'm the victim in the situation of being the younger one. Haven't experienced that, but I will say that I have dated younger guys. It's burned me. It sucks
It always
because
does.
of immaturity. Honestly, that's why it always ends up ruining the relationship, is that he's just not where I am. You know, whether it's career-wise, whether it's just mentally, whether it's what I want right now in life.
I just got tired
Nothing.
of picking them up from school.
Yeah, and
Oh my God!
tired of picking
Oh
them
my
up from
God.
school. After the last one, I swore it off. I was never gonna do it again.
After my
But-
last one,
A couple weeks ago, I met a 19-year-old.
Oh my God!
so fun.
They are so fun, so much energy. It's just about having fun. It's not
And
about having a
fun.
serious thing.
But
It's
still
just,
acne.
it's very, no, he is no acne.
Yeah,
Not at
I
all.
never
Look
had
at
anyone
It is
acne.
awesome. They're cool with anything. They roll, you know?
He just got out of diapers.
And they're so into you. That's the
yeah, and they just all for you. And it's hard to like stay away from it. I'm sorry.
I've been more excited and happy in my older relationships than in my younger. I'm always like, yo, where we going? What are we doing? What are you doing? I enjoy your company. We sit there, we have a glass of wine, we drink, it's good company, it's like an intelligent conversation. I
talk
learn
about the Great
something.
Depression.
We talk about we are not talking
we
about
lived through it.
Shawna's talking about being in her 20s, dating an older man.
Okay.
What? Keely, nobody wants to spill the tea right now.
Okay,
I will spill it.
I'll spill my tea. I don't mind. My situation was a little bit different because okay, growing up, I was a child's entertainer, I was touring, and I found it really hard to date a guy who was in high school. Like, I had nothing in common with him. He couldn't drive to the hotel to meet me where I was at. And it was also really hard to have like a long distance, like touring relationship or something like that with some like 15-year-old schmuck. So I never dated guys that were my age when I was younger. It just made far more sense for my life than it did, you know, to date somebody my age. I was way too advanced. I was
right, but
like,
there are laws that are
head.
completely against
disagree
that.
with
You know, legally it wasn't always on the up and up, but it did.
Ever.
It
No, it wasn't ever.
for 3 years. For 3 of those years, it wasn't. 3 of them. I know that my point of view on this whole older men thing is a little debatable, but I also know that it's not the first time it's ever happened. Recently, like only 3 or 4 months ago, Doug Hutchinson, he's like a famous actor, like he was in The Green Mile, really great. He's some 50 some odd years old, and he just married a 16-year-old girl.
Married her.
Now that's just retarded.
That's gross. He met her.
Means that her parents have to consent on that,
Yes,
which
they
means
did.
that they're definitely in it
He
for
said
the money.
in the interview that I read, he called the parents up and he said, I'm in love with your daughter, and you know, if it's a problem for you, then let me know. But I really do want to marry her and I love her, and the parents were okay with it.
And then the parents said, hold on, what's your name again? And he said it, and then they went on Google and they were like, okay, yeah, sure.
To me, that's huge age difference. That's like, I know you said what I was doing was wrong, but that is just way beyond wrong, guys.
But no, it's not even that there's huge age difference. It's just that the age that she's at, it's an inappropriate age difference.
Right.
She met him at an acting workshop,
don't sign
so
a
we
prenup.
know what her intentions were to begin with.
This whole topic is just making my whole blood boil right now. I can't even handle
Okay,
it.
wait, can I just say though, cougars are allowed to like go out and like date all these like 20-somethings, and we think it's sexy and alluring, it's the new in
You know
thing.
what?
No, let me.
She's talking about the Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher situation.
But see, that's okay.
And when that happened,
That
we were all like,
Girl,
get it, Timmy.
Get
You
that
get
younger
him.
man.
Hot. Yes.
But if you
Boom.
saw an older guy and a young chick, you'd be
20
like,
years of
that's
age.
a gold digging bitch.
Goes back to the Hugh Hefner
Hugh Hefner.
and all of his girlfriends, right?
we
That's a
already know what that is.
consistent
We know what that
situation.
is.
Yeah,
He
because-
consistently likes
let
the
me
young
tell you,
bunnies.
let me tell you
just so
though,
different.
he just went through being engaged. Holly Madison and him, she ended up ending it because he didn't want the things. She wants kids. She wants this. So her values and the things that she wants in life they weren't equivalent to what he wants.
But guys are gonna be guys at the end of the day. They're gonna prey on younger women. Oh
my God.
It's really the women's fault, because it's like they go for it. So
Coming
they're-
from a man,
Yeah,
it
Daddy.
is the woman's fault.
It is the woman's fault.
If
because,
my arm was long enough and I wasn't 5 foot, I would smack you.
and if I
But
was
it's not.
rich, then you would be dating me if you were 13 and I was 50.
True story.
Isn't there a question coming?
Anonymous person asked, I'm 17 years old and I'm in a relationship with a 23-year-old guy. He's not forcing me to do anything I don't want to do. My mom has just come around, but my dad hates the fact that I'm dating an older man. I hate the fact that I'm hurting my dad, but I really don't want to break up with my boyfriend. What do I do?
When you're talking about somebody who's in high school,
Exactly. Exactly.
how many times did you screw up and it was all based on maturity?
She's in my 6-year range, so I'm not even mad at her with that, all right? So the thing that I don't agree with is Daddy not being okay with it. Because at the end of the day, your parents want the best for you. That's it. They're the only people on this planet that are going to want the best
You're so
for
crazy.
you.
At the end of the day, you are 17 years old, you're living with your parents, I'm pretty sure. If your daddy ain't cool with it, then that's a done deal.
The age difference thing is a really, really difficult conversation to talk about, because it does really depend on,
Who the person is.
I think, what your life is about and what you're doing with your life and where you're at, and if your parents are cool with it, like our fan question. You know, that all that kind of stuff really does come into play. But at the end of the day, there is such a difference between nasty,
Sick nasty. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Wrinkly now.
whatever. So on that note, let's just toast to Shawna's sick nastiness.
Dinner with friends.